right? Is anybody really skeeved out by all this? Seriously. Right? Because I'm going to tell you something. Most of the time when I speak in public, and audience members usually go home and say, you know what, I didn't sleep that night. It was just horrible. Now I feel like everything is biting me, and I got a spot on my body I didn't have before. So hopefully I can clear up some of that. I've been doing it for about 24 years. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I tell you exactly how it is. I always give it to you straight. Everybody appreciate that? Yes. Good. So I've trained probably 200-300 exterminators. I'm licensed by New York State and New York, Jersey to train where they have to take 30-hour courses. Last year alone, I probably did about 900 conventional bedbug jobs, and then we incorporated heat, which I'm going to be talking about now. And it's a very funny thing about this insect, because this is the only insect that I ever come across in the world that messes with your mind. It does, right? Even people who have a problem, after they solve the problem, their mind is still messed with, because the thought of something being in your environment that you don't expect, eating you at nighttime, leaving you with marks, biting your baby, biting your grandmother, biting you. And most of the time, honestly, the women will call me up, and I don't know what it is, but it seems like the women have a bigger attraction to the bedbug than the men. Because 99% of the time, the women call up and say, Scott, my husband thinks I'm crazy, he's not getting bit, and we're having a problem. The funny thing is this woman calls me up the other day. She's getting ready to move to Boston. She says, I just had a C-section. I go home with the baby. My building has a fire in it. I'm forced to go out at 2 o'clock in the morning in my nightgown. And now I can't go back to my car because the fire engines are blocking it. The in-laws are in, because the woman's giving birth. They take her back to a hotel. Sure enough, she gets bitten by bedbugs, and her 2-day-old baby gets bitten by bedbugs. Is that insane? The husband's going nuts. This is just recent. This is a matter of days. So she says, look, I'm going to Boston. We can't take any chances. She calls us up. We're going to go in there, and we're going to heat treat, and we're going to talk about that, and we're going to fix the problem 100%. We're going to solve it. So throughout the years, you know, chemicals are definitely good. They work. This is still new technology. 10 years ago, nobody in the pest control industry really even knew what a bedbug was, unless you were from 1950 and 1940. You know, as far as I was concerned, when they said sleep tight, don't let the bedbugs bite, what the hell did that mean? Right? What did that mean? I mean, I didn't know that 10 years later, it would be just an infestation. Anybody here go to movie theaters? They closed down movies in New Jersey, in New York, AMC theaters, because people are sitting down and people are getting bit by bedbugs. Planes. Anybody here travel by plane? So me and my partner are coming back on a plane, and I'm goofing around, and I tell the stewardess, who's a little stunad, I say, you guys got bedbugs? She goes, oh no, bedbugs don't come on the plane because nobody sleeps on the plane. Now how she got trained is beyond me, but thank God she wasn't flying the plane. So my partner Steve gets off the plane, and my hand to God, he's got 3 bites on his arm, he's got 1 on his leg. We never found it. He went home, he did all the laundry and all the things he needed to do. But we live in scary times. This is a real concern. You can definitely bring it home. We get people who they go to fraternities, they come back, they infest their homes with bedbugs. They put down their pocketbooks, they go to work. Nike Town. We just did a very high-end clothing corporate firm. We just got done with it. They get overseas products. All of a sudden, the infestation is in the office. We went in there with a freezing product called cryonite because we couldn't get the heat up that high. And we were able to work with Dana. We do a lot of work with Rick Dana and his son Steve. And we were able to solve the problem and fix it. Chemicals are really good in most circumstances, but not in all circumstances. And the entomologists are saying, you know what, there's more of a resistance to chemicals. They say, well, why don't you bring back, those of you who know, bring back DDT. Because in the 1950s, there was a chemical DDT. It's still popular in India. And all of a sudden, they were spraying this thing, and apparently it killed bedbugs. Well, the entomologists now predict if you were to bring back DDT now, it would not have an effect on bedbugs. They would basically be immune to it. So you'll see if you go to Home Depot and you go to Lowe's, all the shelves, everybody is capitalized on bedbugs. Everybody see that? You can buy the shittiest, crappiest covers you ever see in your life and it's labeled for bedbugs. Why? Because it's an opportunity to capitalize on it. Who's to say it's not effective? But what you do want to go is you want to go with research. You want to go with proven technologies and things that work. I can tell you that you doing it yourself, self-applications, are not going to work.